gosh, I like that stuff.
We've done a marvellous job on this one. It's really have.
But I mean, I'm trying to be objective when I look at it, and I actually think that's really quite nice.
Yep.
Anyway. Do you reckon they make their pies?
Horse river down there. Yeah, they do.
Okay. I reckon one Sunday, come up, get a coffee, get a pie.
Wow, I've got 8 kilometres to 120,000 now. I thought we'd get all the way home.
Maybe if you hadn't taken the scenic route. I don't think I'd like a blueberry pie very much. I think it'd be a bit too blueberry-ish. Like those muffins I made last night were blueberry, but they just had like a teaspoon of blueberry syrup, and it was probably one blueberry and the rest was syrup.
Pretty hungry, so
You are?
get smelling them, yeah.
Yeah, I know. They do smell yummy. Oh, I thought it'd be half an hour, 40 minutes and be home.
Yeah, have an early dinner and then chillax watching telly.
Yep. I remember flying in over here when we came back from Cairns. You could see it all. Don't remember. No, coming home from Brisbane it was too cloudy to really see anything. I was just thinking about it. Gee, Jodie was lucky with her birthday party. She kind of just got that in too. So it was a few months before everything. Nuisance.
Yes.
One of the kids were telling me how much they hated cyclists. I said, I think it's probably a pretty common thing. You're either a cyclist or you hate them.
Yes. Don't tell me you haven't read school.
I wouldn't mind living here.
Cowan.
Yeah.
It's got all sorts of junk in there.
It's sort of far enough out of the way. Reminds me a little bit of Moss Vale. You know, you're just that much further out of the way.
It's been burned out a couple of times. Bushfires.
Yeah. Just like Fran, who lived at Mount Coringa, had fires fairly close to them quite a few times, because you just look out the other side of their street and it's all just that.
Yeah.
They were, last time I had lunch with them, which was, God, about 5 years ago, they were getting ready to sell.